Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are painting Lauchon the Soulseeker of the Endless Spells. And we're going to start things off by doing a base coat in Wraithbone and applying a sand texture paste to the base from Vallejo. Once that's dry, we're going to use Agrak's Earthshade to coat the base. While that's drying, we're going to use some wildwood, and this is going to paint all of the wooden sections on the inside of the boat. And we're also going to paint his little kind of rowing oar. Now we're going to use some Hexwraith Flame. This is going to paint the inside of his little lantern. And now we're going to use some Nighthaunt Gloom to paint all of this little ghostly energy that's along the bottom of the boat. But we're not going to use it to paint the energy coming off of the oar or the back of the ferryman. There's also a little bit of the energy on the inside of the boat, so we're going to do a quick touch on that before switching to some black Templar and painting the lantern. Now we're going to use some skeleton Horde. There's a lot of bone and skull on this model, so we're going to paint the entire exterior of the boat as well as the skeleton of the rower. Now, to give a little bit of contrasting color between the skeleton and the boat, later we're going to do a dry brush on the boat. Now we're going to use some silver to do a little bit of detail work on the oar, as well as on the top of the lantern. And while we're at it, we can do a quick dry brush of the base, just to give it that wispy energy. Now we're going to use some Parchment coloration, and this is going to do a medium dry brush over all of the soul energy. Now using some copper, we're going to pick out a couple of little details on the oar, as well as paint some details on the lantern. Alright, I said I did it before, but now we're actually going to use the silver to paint the top of the lantern. And now we're going to use some Magellan Green. Since this comes out more blue than green, we're going to use it to paint the energy wisps coming off of the back of the oar and the back of the skeleton. Now we're going to do a light dry brushing of Parchment on the boat, as well as the wispy energy coming off the back of the skeleton and the oar. Now using a little bit of Null Oil, we're going to pick out just a few little details here and there, and the energy coming off the back of the skeleton and the oar. And once that's done, we're going to do a medium to light coat over the soul energy on the bottom of the boat as well. Now we're going to use some Drakenhof Nightshade to paint over the skeleton. And after doing about one half of the skeleton, I realized that was a terrible idea and it just does not look right, does not look good at all. So using a wet brush with just water, I'm quickly removing the Drakenhof Nightshade as much as possible before it dries. And here we are with the finished piece. this is a very interesting and kind of very unique model to paint, and I really enjoyed working on it. So thank you everyone for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe for future content, comment in the comments section, let me know how I'm doing, and we will see you next episode.